Yeah, we are.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on,
going
Gilbert.
here.
Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Dago is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
That individual right there, Derwin James, has a big task this weekend when his team, well, currently they're actually flying on their way to New England right now. Well, not New England, but like the Boston. I can't remember if they're flying into Boston or Rhode Island. Whatever. Welcome to What's Up, Bolts. I'm Fernando Ramirez. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this Friday. I know usually we do it on Wednesday, but I kind of wanted to make sure that we had the news that obviously everybody was waiting for. When I went to practice on Thursday, I did not see Omarion Hampton on the field practicing, but today Omarion Hampton did practice. Omarion Hampton is questionable, but he did tell the media after practice, I am playing. So that's big news. Obviously, Omarion Hampton should be able to go on Sunday. So I definitely think that look, he was doing some workouts when I saw him. And I mean, he looked fine. I don't want to say fine, but he looked like he was making some moves. I think he should be okay. I really think that then Chris Rim obviously uploaded some videos today. Obviously you can't know how it's going to be until he gets hit the first time. So I think that's what's going to be the key. Once he gets hit, you're going to figure out at what speed he is. But all right, real quick, we will get to that in 1 second. We'll get into everything. Let us bring in an individual who is hopeful that this weekend goes his way. He says, "Frown, if things go my way this weekend, my quarterback is 1-0 in the playoffs." He doesn't want to hear about in years past. He only is thinking about this week. He heard Jesse Minter say, "It's all about this week. What happened before doesn't matter." He heard Greg Roman say, "What happened before doesn't matter." He heard Jim Harbaugh say, "What happened before doesn't matter." That individual is just focused on Sunday, and he is Dan and Dago.
Exactly. I'm only focused on about the present, and the son of Odin is going to be fired up. I can't wait. I'm excited. I think it's a great opportunity. I know. I agree with that, Alex. Let's get the Patriots monkey off our back 100%. You know what's funny? People are telling me like we have no shot and stuff like that and kind of talking trash. I'm like, buddy, Tommy's not there and neither's Billy. Like it's a new – I understand Mike Vrabel's a good coach. Drake Maye's a good quarterback, right? They have 14 wins, so credit to them. I'm not going to play into the narrative of they didn't play good teams, like whatever. But again, like it's a new age in Gillette. It's a new age in Foxborough. It's not the same type of team or players. So, and I think anyone can be had. And I don't think we've ever had a coach who's been to the same caliber, well, except Marty, RIP. That's my guy, Marty. But I don't think we've had a coach of equal caliber to some of those guys like we do now. So I think, again, the biggest thing is going to be, how does Jimbo rally him? How does Greg try and put him in positions to win? So, I mean, let's just see what happens, and let's hope to God it rolls our way. So we'll see.
So obviously I can give you what I thought of yesterday when I was there. If that's what you guys want. Look, I was there last year right before they left for Houston, and they seemed a little antsy. Everybody, like a lot of the guys seemed antsy. Guys seemed like they were a little like, okay, like it's our first playoff game, this, that. I didn't get that sense yesterday. I got a sense of a team that's focused. They know what their goal is. They know what they're going, why they're going. Well, obviously, you know why you're going, but the team really did seem focused and they felt ready. They feel ready to go to New England. And obviously somebody tried to bring up was it Derwin? Somebody tried to. I heard it because I was talking to Dayon for my story. Guys, I'm releasing story on Sunday about the defense and kind of what they've gone through this year, but and why
Stay
they're
tuned.
taking the Jesse Minter what Jesse Minter said on Thursday and applying it. I was speaking to some of the players like Dante Jackson. I was like, hey, like people keep on mentioning the cold weather. He's like, dude, we've already been in cold weather. He's like, we went to Kansas City, it was 6 degrees. He's like, I played in Pittsburgh. Tony Jefferson played for the Baltimore Ravens. He started pointing out guys that played in different spots. He's like, what do you mean we can't play in cold weather? We've done it before. He's like, the thing is, we haven't done it maybe this season. We did it once. He's like, but we can go. Like, it's 30 degrees. It's not like it's going to be -5. And it's not like it's going to be like in Chicago. In Chicago, they're saying it's going to be freezing cold. But
that's going to be crazy.
But I felt like the team was calm. I felt like they're ready to go. I don't know if I made too much of this. It sounds like Khalil's going to give a speech Sunday or Saturday night. The night before the game, it seems like Khalil's going to give a speech. That's what I understood. He said, I'm going to talk to my guys. I don't know if he meant like my guys is the defense, but it sounds like he's going to be making a speech on Saturday night. I think that's going to hit deep. I think he knows.
Goodness. It'll be a Ray Lewis speech.
I think he knows. I mean, obviously, a lot of these guys know. For some of them, the clock's ticking. But I know Khalil wants to. I think if the Chargers win a playoff game or two, Khalil's another guy that's going to be like, "Yeah, no, I'm coming back. I wanna go do this." Yeah. I think the thing is, and I think the one thing that people really don't. I think one aspect that people don't. Jesus, Joseph, my God. I think I really think that they're focused, they're ready to go. They feel like this is their time in a sense. Like they feel like, okay, last year it was an anomaly. Last year it was just a weird time. This year it just feels like they're more like they're ready to go. But yeah, I saw a lot of easiness. Guys were playing ping pong. Other guys were hanging out, but there was nobody hanging out by themselves. They were all chatting with each other. They were all doing all kinds of different things. Like Keenan and some of the other guys were hitting golf balls in the golf simulator. Other guys were just hanging out, chatting, all that stuff. So they really seem focused. They seem ready. I think year 2 under Harbaugh, things have changed. I think they feel ready to go. Oh my! I definitely think that
that's the comment of the stream so far. Both of those.
I definitely think that that these guys are ready for this challenge. I mean, you know, these guys are listening to. I mean, and I'm sure they're like ignoring it, but I'm sure for some of them they are hearing the noise coming out of New England. I mean, like you said, Dan, I mean, New England's like their media, not their media, but like mostly their fans and stuff are coming out and chirping. Like if
that's good. You know, if I was Jimbo, that is the only thing that would have been plastered all over the facility for the past 6 days. That's the only thing these players would be seeing. Every meeting, every slideshow, I'd have it pop up on film. It would be everywhere. And I would tell them in a meeting before the flight, right? Before kind of, not like super rah-rah and intense, but it's kind of like, look, dude, you want to confirm the horse manure that they're printing about you? Or are you guys going to come out there and make them all look stupid as hell, right? And that's the biggest thing you have to understand is like, you're on the road. I think they're the 7th seed, right?
Yes.
So you're on the road. You're the 7th seed. No one thinks much about you anyway. Might as well be the damn bracket buster. Let's ride this thing until the wheels come off. So I think
the Patriots are the Chargers of last year.
Yeah.
In the sense of everybody thought that it was going to be
Ahead of
cakewalk when
schedule.
they won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, Dan, and this is the biggest thing, and I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. I mean, this will be interesting to see what I'm about to say. Nobody watches Charger games like from that side of the coast. So people are reading articles and they're probably reading Twitter and saying, "Oh, the offensive line sucks." But none of those guys have watched the offensive line to see what area they suck in.
How bad it is. Yeah.
No. But I'm saying like everybody in like I've read articles from out there and everybody's basically guaranteeing the Patriots are going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the Chargers. I don't know if that's true. They haven't like this is my thing. I don't think these folks know that there's a difference between Jamari Sawyer's offensive line when he's at left tackle than when it's Austin DeCoulis at left tackle or Trevor Penning or anybody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like when Jamari's in there, it's a little bit more stable. Yeah, it's a little bit more stable. And I feel like those people don't know, like people out there don't know that. They don't know that it's going to be different. So, yeah, and exactly like Angel said, every New England fan wanted this scenario, just like Charger fans wanted it last year for the Texans. I agree with that. I agree with the fact I don't think these people watch the games. I don't think they know. Like we've all seen it. The 3 games that they won or the 4 games that they won in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. No. Yeah, 4. It was with Jamari Sawyer at left tackle. The Chiefs or the Raiders, the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. They won, or Jamari went out during the Cowboys game, but they all won those with Jamari at left tackle. They lost the 2 games where Jamari was not in at left tackle. So Jamari's back. He's a full go on Sunday. That's going to be huge for them.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I definitely think that the Chargers have a big shot. I actually today in my article, I chose them to win. I haven't chosen them to win since they played the Raiders. so that it's been a while, but I definitely think that they're in a good spot, and I feel like they could go into New England, and I think they could punch New England in the mouth. Not like blow them out, but I think they can give them a game, and I think they're gonna throw some stuff at Drake Maye that he hasn't seen. A lot of people in New England, again, I read another article that said, and I'm sorry, Dan, I'll let you get your 2 cents in a second.
Oh, you're good.
I saw somebody put, Drake Maye is going to be able to pick apart. No, it wasn't something like Drake Maye is going to be able to pick apart the Chargers zone defense. And I'm like, you do know that the Chargers have been playing a lot more man lately, right? Like they've been doing a lot of different things. It hasn't just been zone coverage. And so, I mean, it is what it is, but we'll see. I mean, literally it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Sunday, but what are you kind of thinking when it comes to this game? What do you think is going to be a key?
I think the key the biggest key for me is, controlling the line of scrimmage offensively. Like you cannot have games where you're giving up 5-6 sacks and expect to go far in the playoffs. Again, the biggest thing the Chargers offense has to understand, because again, the defense, I keep saying that, damn it, I got to work on that. But the Chargers offense to me is the biggest weakness in here besides the kicking game. Cause I think the punts haven't been great. And obviously, Dicker didn't help in the Texans game, but hopefully his woes are done. But the biggest thing the offense has to understand is you need to find a way to get 17 to 20 points. I think if you get 17 to 20 points, this defense will hold on, right? And you can win games like that. And the other thing is how to keep drives alive. You cannot have 3 and outs like you've had in some of these games all season and expect the defense to hold out and soldier up after they take, way more snaps than the offense. So what they have to figure out and what Roman has to figure out for Sunday is how do you stay ahead of the chains? How do you gain 3 to 4 yards a play? Try and minimize stupid penalties. And I think they can win this game. I know they can. The biggest indicator, right? Or the biggest W that I was surprised about was that Eagles game. I think the Eagles, to me, everyone knows I've been high on them since last year. That defensive front, that defensive scheme is so tough to play against. And you run and you won the game staying ahead of the chains, keeping drives alive, and scoring at least field goals. That's what they have to understand, and that's what they have to do. That has to be the identity of his team. You don't have to do sexy 80-yard bombs and all this stuff all the time, because another thing also, when they start pressing and they start creeping, that's going to open up some shots down the field, right? So you have to have at least some effective run game. And again, I'm more of a guy with this type of offensive line. I'd want lighter boxes and try and create more space. That way, hopefully you can hide some of that bad offensive line play. I would love for them to put in some RPOs, but obviously it's too late in the season. And I don't think that's in their forte. Obviously,
well,
they
did RPOs during the Eagles game, remember? And one of those, Herbert was given the ball to Hampton. He yanked it last second, took off running, and that's when he stiff-armed him with the broken hand.
Oh, yeah. Zone reads.
They do some of that stuff.
Zone reads aren't bad either, but I just wouldn't.
No illegal man downfield, Dan.
Exactly. That's the only problem. I wouldn't do our zone reads just because, he's so banged up. I'm not trying to risk him. But, again, it's all about knowing your personnel, being smart, and just try and stay ahead of the chains. Again, the thing I always mention to people, two teams, right, in the way – one team is the way I would build it and what's it called? Build it and run the offense, which is the 2015 Broncos. You build the team out, great offensive line play, you run the football, you have a smart quarterback who stays ahead of the chains and know how to get you into the right things, right? No sexy plays, but the drive continues and you move the football. The other one for me is, I can't remember if it was, 17 to 18 Patriots or maybe a little bit earlier or whatever, when they had no name receivers and they would just dink and dunk you all the way down the field. That's what you have to do. Just quick passes, get the ball out, frustrate these pass rushers. Okay.
Well, and that's what's going to happen on the other side of the ball.
Oh yeah. You need to do it. In my opinion, you need to do it.
No, I mean, that's what they're going to do to the Chargers.
Yeah. You need
Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels knows
he's
that
not
system.
stupid. Yeah, he's not stupid. So again, you need to stay ahead of the chains, get first downs. If you control the clock in New England, like they have a couple times, I'm not going to describe what that does to me because it's inappropriate, but I get super excited when they control the clock and go on 8, 10, 12, 11-minute drives. I absolutely live for it. And
Get
that's
the
what
ball
you
out
need.
of Drake Maye's hands.
Exactly. And what people don't understand is you have no idea the psyche it plays on a defense, that they have been on the field consistently for 9 minutes in a row, pounding the rock, quick dinks and dunks, come back with some play action. I'm not a big screen guy, especially with these, no offense, these, nincompoops up front. I wouldn't screen anybody, but just mixing it in, good sequencing, trying to be high IQ. So definitely that's what you need to do to stay ahead. And defensively for me, I just hope they're physical with these receivers. Do not let them off the ball. Don't give them free releases because, again, that is all in terms of timing. We love timing offensively. There's nothing I love more than a guy not pressing because it allows me to, put the receivers in spots to win to get the ball out quick. And the other thing is, I hope they fixed whatever issue they had with the Texans, because I'll tell you right now, if I was Josh McDaniels or on that New England staff, I would take those 2 plays and install them and, use one pretty early in the first quarter or first half. And then I would come back to it in the fourth and I'd make another one happen like that. So I hope they fix that. But again, defensively control the line of scrimmage like you've been. Fly around. I think Denzel Perriman is going to be, hopefully 2 weeks off. He's going to be well rested, ready to run around and get after it. So I think it's going to be good. What was his injury, by the way? Was it an ankle?
Right ankle.
But was it a sprain or?
Nah, they never said. They just said it was an ankle injury.
Well, in terms of ankles, right? The only thing I would tell people is remember the ankle. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying in terms of playing, the ankle, right? It's going to depend when he gets out there, like you said, because the adrenaline the adrenaline will hit and hopefully it goes numb and he can't feel it. But the other part is you just have to the only worry is that because it's cold, if it's a muscle or this or that, it could be a little bit tighter. So that's going to be the thing to monitor, especially because you know how the ankle to make cuts and stuff like that. I think Omarion Hampton's not talked about enough. I love what I'm not even going to try and read his name. I can't tell if he's trying to get me to rope a dope or not, but I love what he says, how Omarion looks good. I think he's been such a bright spot this year. It's just a shame you have incompetent offensive line play that hasn't really been able to unleash it. So, and I think he understands also, just like the team,
Dude, this
it's a
shit's
playoff
so
game.
funny.
What?
This part right here.
Oh yeah, one of the best. Oh my God, that's funny. But I think he understands, the team understands it's win or go home. So I think he's probably going to play, and he's probably going to get a lot of snaps between him and Vidal. But I mean, we'll see.
Well, no, and you're going to need both of them.
Yeah.
By the way, there is this chart, Dan, that I know you're interested about when it comes to this kind of stuff, but it says how defenses go on first, second, and third down, what their tendencies are. For the Patriots, their tendency on third down is stunts.
Oh, great.
They stunt 61% of the time.
I'm going to have to change my...
But look, I'll tell you one thing. At least it's not Will Anderson and
oh yeah. That's why, like I said, on the defense, I know they paid for a D tackle, but I can't think of really anyone else who's there.
Optimus Prime 76. I would be surprised if Tucker Fisk is not activated for this game. This seems like a kind of game where they're gonna want him in there so that he can
block.
2 below. I just went cross-eyed with my chart. They're gonna want Tucker Fisk because he's the best blocking tight end they have. And Dan's even noticed it since Tucker's been gone.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell are Will Dissly and Tyler Conklin doing? So I would personally think that Conklin's going to be the one that's out. The only thing that might be able to save Conklin is the fact that he can do that tush push sneak shit. So that might be the one thing that keeps him on there. But Will Dissly has not done good.
Just put Matlock's fat ass in there to run it too. He can get a couple yards. No, he pisses me off. I swear, I will tell you, I don't know if it's in your view, Maul's in the chat, but he'll probably attest to it. There is nothing that pisses me off more than a DB making a tackle on a tight end. That infuriates me.
Yeah, no, Milton and Bartmore. Yeah, no, I know those guys are really good, and the Chargers are obviously going to have to watch out for them. But I think that, I think the Chargers would rather face a good defensive lineman or defensive tackles than
edge guys, 100%.
Yeah.
The only problem is, I mean, you can double team them inside, but when you have 2 dummies in there working together, like
Dan, one of your favorite people was mic'd up last Sunday.
All right, let's see. Hell yeah!
That's our ball. That's our ball. That's our ball. Thank you. What up, brother? Good to see you. How you doing, man? Hey, we'll jump you over here. There you go. That's that chain from you, bro. I ain't scared. Nothing. That's my teammate from college. Oh, where'd you guys go? Oklahoma. Yeah, 12 got myself. Hey, let's go. 15 years, man. There we go. 12. Hey, Sean. Great job. Always respect, brother. 100 respect.
That's crazy. He's like, hey, Sean, all nonchalant. I was like, who's he talking to? Who's Sean? Damn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. See, this is why, this is why he's a terrorist. He's no different than Osama bin Laden just coming in.
No.
And trying to, like, mess
allegedly.
This up. No, that was confirmed. They killed him over it.
No. Don't say the K word.
Oh, they unalived him? Does that work better for the algorithm? That's so lame. Well, don't get me started. Then do you see what he does? Do you see what he does when he comes in here? My goodness.
I appreciate it, cheese eating bastard. You are one of one.
God, he can kiss my ass. Pats by 10. Well, I guess at least he gave us 10 points. I thought he would have been an asshole and put they're gonna blow us out.
Well, no, he could say like the Pats are winning 10-0.
No, they're not. No, he just put by 10. What is that? I don't even understand what that means, but whatever. This guy, he needs a hobby. You better be careful. I better not have idle hands. I might start sending memes all over the place.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I really think that the biggest test for these guys is going to be obviously the offensive line on that side, but on the defensive side of the football, my thing is can they generate the pressure? Can they generate the pressure on Did you see that comment?
Yeah, but I'm trying to understand it.
Well, they're flipping off the cheese-eating bastard.
Oh, that's what it is. I got it. Yeah. Are you saying cheese-eating bastard? Yeah, exactly. That guy's a scumbag. He's a scumbag.
The Chargers are going to have to generate pressure on Drake Maye, and for some reason, a bunch of people are fixated on last year's game, but it's not even Charger fans. It's New England people thinking that the Chargers are focused on last year's game. It's like, dude, everybody knows that Josh McDaniels wasn't there. Everybody knows that Mike Vrabel wasn't the coach. Everybody knows all that stuff. Like, why are we going back to stuff that happened last year? The Chargers, trust me, they're not going to be focused on that game from last year. They're focused on this year's game. Or the game that they're going to have and the way that the Patriots look this year. Everybody knows that when you play a Mike Vrabel team, they're exactly like a Jim Harbaugh team. They still want to punch in the mouth. You know what's funny, Alex? I did see that people have been going at Sean Merriman over stuff that happened last year. So I thought that was pretty funny to see. Yeah,
no one cares about the last year. We're in the present. I think the other thing also, you need to stop their running game because just from the games
that's what I was about to. Yeah.
They love pounding the rock with Stevenson, and they have another running back. What's his name? Is it Harrison? No. They have another running back. Stevenson, and I forgot the other one.
Travion Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson. I knew it was
Ohio
an age.
State.
I knew it was an age. So they've been pounding the rock hard with them. I think if you get them out of their rhythm and what they want to do, which is pound the football and play action, I think it's going to be a recipe for success. And again, you have to be physical, not only up front, but with these DBs on the edge. Okay. I think you reroute guys, you jam them, you slow them out of their getting off the line. It just messes up their timing. So hopefully they're able to do that. Also, force Drake Maye to throw in tight windows. And
the thing is too is that he's had two big home run plays, and it was against Buffalo and it was against Tampa Bay. So the two games that he put 100 yards rushing on were those two games, and they had. But listen to his stats. His stats are crazy. He had 82 rushing yards against the Jets. But the only other game he had more than 80 yards rushing in were against Buffalo and Tampa Bay. He had 147 yards and 148 yards. He scored 2 rushing touchdowns in each of those games. But other than that, he had less than 70 yards rushing. So for the Chargers, they're going to have to keep him and Ramondre Stevenson. They're going to have to. Oh God, Mr. Instagram Reels. They're gonna have to keep them. They're gonna have to keep them down. They're gonna have to slow both of those running backs down. And I saw some plays, Dan, where Josh McDaniels has them split over at receiver. He has them in the slot. He has them do other things. So they're gonna have to be. That's what the Patriots. They're gonna have to do to the. They're gonna have to do to the Patriots what they've done this year and slow those running backs down. I mean, I know Saquon had that big run on them, but for the most part, they had done a really good job on them. The one thing that trips me out a little bit is that we all know that in the past, Josh McDaniels has been very good at exploiting defenses and moving the football up the field with those running backs. So they're just gonna have to be very good at getting all hats on the ball and I mean, we've seen it in the past. They do seem hungry, Dan. When I was in the locker room, they seem hungry. They seem excited. So did you see this?
Yeah, I did. I put it up there. Yeah. But, you know, again, you got to – Omarion's kind of come alive.
It's going to have to be a Kamani.
Vidal's come alive. Yeah. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you need almost both running backs to get about 60 to 50 yards each. Maybe a little bit more, actually. That way you can, you know, have a good balance, right? So, again, these guys are hungry. I think they're pissed off about last year. And I hope Jimbo's telling them all the right things, whispering sweet nothings about all the negative takes and how they don't have a shot in hell and stuff like that to get them motivated. But, you know, Alex had a good comment earlier, like, you know, it's really hard to do anything when your offense is so bad and your defense is so good and there's a huge, like, discrepancy. But, I mean, they've proven, I guess, if you want to take it for what it's worth, they've proven in this season this guy. Don't worry, the Packers will be out just as fast. We'll see. But what's it called? So I think again, it's going to be interesting to see. I think they're going to play them tough. I think it's going to be a hard fought game just because it's going to be a hard, tough game just because of the coaches and how they are, right? They're both known for having tough physical teams. So facts. I'm with you, Angie. I don't want to see Herbert lose another playoff game. You know, the guy battles his ass off year in and year out. So hopefully they're able to do it this year. So we'll see.
Well, the first question would be, if they did lose on when Jim speaks, would be, do you feel like you're doing enough to get him to the Hall of Fame like you said you were?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, they do need to work on this team, but again, if you're able to make it to the divisional, if you're able to make it to the AFC Championship, a lot of that turns. So Sean Merriman said that what he loved about this when Philip went up to Asante Samuel and said this.
The war of words continued into the tunnel as some Patriots threw one last jab outside the San Diego locker room. Where did this come from? Wouldn't be naive enough to think all conversation on the football field.
I thought that, like, I remember LT said it. That was one of the classless games he had ever seen.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is Bill just walking by, just allowing all of it to happen. So,
are you a Cam Newton guy?
Not at all.
Oh, well, get ready to be less of a Cam Newton guy.
This guy, a night game out east never ends well for the Bulls.
Game manager, Josh Allen. Game changer, Drake Maye. Game manager, Trevor Lawrence. Manager, Aaron Rodgers. Game manager, CJ Stroud. Game manager, Justin Herbert. Game manager, Matthew Stafford. Game changer for sure. Sam Darnold. Game manager, Caleb Williams. Manager, Jalen Hurts. Game manager, Bryce Young. Game manager, Jordan Love. Game manager, Brock Purdy. This gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, but it's game manager, Bo.
I don't know why anyone takes this guy seriously. Like, look at the way he's filming that. Like, clearly it's to get a reaction. Like, well, I mean, I didn't want to go that far, but
I forgot to show you this.
That guy's a joke. Like, what are we talking about?
You weren't on Lunas Live. Did I tell you? Look, I'm a good journalist. I try and be. I
got the shirt. I got the shirt today.
Yeah. There you go. Journalism.
That's right.
I have exclusive video of when Tom Brady fired Pete Carroll. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You've done a lot of great things. You're a very old man now, and old people are useless. Aren't you? Stop it! You've done a lot of.
Save that video. I'm gonna show that to the cheese eating bastard later. Oh, there he is. So hopefully he saw that. There you go. We're gonna play a drinking game one of these days. How many times he mentions Wisconsin and the Packers?
This is what Mike Vrabel had to say about facing the Chargers on a radio show that he does every single Monday morning in Boston.
This is a physical football team with, they're a big football team, big linemen. They got a big defensive lineman that plays fullback, and the defense is good. They play a good, very good style of football. Defensively, they make it hard on you. A bunch of different mixed quarters coverages. The quarterback is good as anybody. Can scramble. Is tough. Can make the throws. So some good big receivers. So it'll be a big challenge to get going on these guys and like I said, learn who they are and try to put a plan together. This is a.
I'm a big Mike Vrabel guy, but not this week. You see how he wanted to strangle or whatever those blueberries?
You know what's funny? So obviously we all know that by now, I think I've said it multiple times, that Vrabel was going to be the choice for the Chargers if Jim Harbaugh said no.
Yeah.
Vrabel was great on that radio show, and he said, "Look, I have a lot of credit for I give a lot of credit to Dean Spanos and to John Spanos because they called me and they said, hey, we hope you understand you were going to be our candidate, our number. We were going to hire you, but Jim Harbaugh just gave us the head nod that he was ready to go." And so he goes, I had never, he's like, I've lost jobs before. He's like, and I never have I gotten a phone call like that. So, I thought that was pretty nice of Mike to say, obviously, but clearly this weekend, none of that matters. It's all about what each team can do. What are they going to do when they get out there? Obviously, I think the Chargers have, a really good chance of winning this game this weekend. It's just going to come down to a lot of things that they're going to need to do or whatever to get this game going. By the way, real quick, this is what Jamar Chase said on Sunday about what he's going to do now that the season's over.
I'm going to go to Cancun like everybody told me to do. I enjoy myself because I don't have nothing else to do, so I'm taking myself there.
That's funny. Jeez Louise.
Well, hopefully he stays out of trouble if he goes to Cancun. But yeah, no, definitely should be an interesting matchup. Dan, who's going to be your X factor on Sunday?
You know what? I think the offensive line's too obvious. I think it's going to be the receivers. I think the receivers really need to do a good job of getting separation, catching the football, keeping drives alive. You know, you've seen some performances recently where it's just not enough from that group, including the tight ends. So I'm going to go with them. I'm going to go with the receivers really need to step up, get some separation, get some catches, keep the chains moving. So I'm going to go with them.
The Pats finished the season with the easiest schedule over 25 years. They faced the Bengals without Burrow, the Bucks without Bucky Irving and Mike Evans, the Saints without Tyler Shook, the Ravens with Lamar hurt midway through the game, and the Dolphins with Quinn Ewers. Well, either way, that one was going to be what it was. I don't put any stock into that. Again, neither do the players. The Chargers have had 29 offensive lineman combinations, so each team has their weaknesses going into this game. But now it's going to be about put up or shut up for both teams, mostly 100%. For the Chargers. It's been rough. Obviously, everybody remembers last year's game. I'm sure people remember some of the other games that have happened in the past, but they just need to get it going and really what the Chargers defense needs to do, because for the last few games the Chargers defense has started out with the Chargers have started on defense in these last few games. So if I was the Chargers and the coin toss goes my way, I would go on defense. I would defer to the second half, but what I would do, the Chargers need to start off fast. That's my thing. Like, they cannot do what they've been doing where they allowed touchdowns early. They allowed Kansas City to score a touchdown early. They allowed the Cowboys to score a touchdown. They allowed the Texans to score a touchdown. They need to start off with a 3-and-out, a pick. They need to start out with something, though. They cannot allow a 7 points. You need to help your offense, and you need to help them at least be able to get the ball back and everything. So I just feel like if the Chargers defense is able to start off fast, then I think they're going to be able to be they can be okay. But I mean, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting game. I think my X factors are going to be Omarion Hampton and Kamani Vidal. If they can run the hell out of the football,
There you go.
and if they can tire out the Patriots, then I think if they can tire out the Patriots, then I think that means that that by the fourth quarter they should be tired, and it should be the Chargers game to basically put away. Again, when it comes to my prediction in my story, I went 24-19. Why did I go 24-19? Look, the Chargers started off this season. They started off practice in training camp earlier than everybody else did. They started a week and a half earlier. Jim wanted to start a week and a half earlier. Why? To get a rhythm, to get going. Remember, Justin didn't have a training camp last year with these guys. He was out for most of it with that injury. So this year they got the practices. They played extra training camp or preseason games. They've been the team that's flown the most. They've won in Brazil. They've won on the East Coast. They've won on the West Coast. They've won in the Midwest. They've swept the Chiefs. They've done practically a lot this season. They were 5-1 in the division. They were, I think, 4-3 against playoff teams, if I'm not mistaken, or teams with winning records, whatever one it was. But if you're the team and you're Jim, you need this to work. You need to show that all that matters, and you need to show that that wasn't all in vain, that you did that to get to this moment. And a victory shows, okay, we're following Jim. Look, we're getting results. Last year, we made it to the wild card. Great. This year, we made it to the divisional or the AFC championship or whatever, however far they make it, but they need a victory on Sunday. Like, they need the victory a lot more than the Patriots do. The Patriots are just getting started. The Patriots are going to be very good. I believe they're going to be very good in the next 2 years. I know everybody wants to say that they're very good right now, but I still think that they're a couple players away, and from being real legit Super Bowl contenders, I still feel like they're a little bit away. But for the Chargers, because Jim, we don't know how long his shelf life is. We don't know how long he has. I really think that the Chargers need this victory. So, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think they're very well coached. I think the Patriots are going to be, again, one hell of a team. Are they back like they're going to win 6 championships like they did with the previous regime? Don't know. But they're going to get the tools from their owner to put that around them. So I really think that the Patriots are going to be very good. I don't think they're going to go. If I had to choose other teams that are going to go somewhere, I'd choose I don't know, like the Bengals aren't going to go anywhere. I think the Ravens are going to fall off a little bit. Like those teams, I think the Patriots are here to stay. But I really think that they're going to be really good. I just think they're a little premature. It's just a little premature. But again, Josh McDaniels is one hell of an offensive coordinator, and I know it hasn't worked out as a head coach, and Mike Vrabel's a head coach. Like, I'm so excited to see what these guys are going to do for the next few years. They're going to be one hell of a combination. And I'm sorry, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, you listening down there? You're not gonna go into the ground with more championships than I don't know if you heard that press conference.
No, I didn't.
Jerry Jones said he wants to go. That he's not going to die until he's the head coach or the owner with the most championships.
Good luck, buddy.
Jerry, I'm sorry to tell you this. Don't shoot the messenger.
Good luck, buddy.
I don't think you're gonna accomplish that.
It's not gonna go the way you think. Yeah.
So, but again, I really think that this is a must win for the Chargers. For the Patriots, they're young, they're coming. But for the Chargers, obviously they need this. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is the last dance with Minter.
Oh
no,
yeah.
and Jesse Minter. But
yeah,
we'll see. Before we sign off, Dan, here's the video.
Is to retire as the owner that won the most Super Bowls. That's my goal.
Can you imagine?
To be retired in the NFL
I
as
know.
that won the most Super Bowls.
He's banging
That's
on that.
crazy.
How many more do I have to go as a single owner? Bob's got how many? 6. So I've got
work to do.
Got work to do. I got work to do, but at least I'm up to the second rung in the ladder. But my goal is to have retired and won the most Super Bowl as an owner.
Jerry, I'll follow up on that. Would you ever actually retire?
Well, I'm going to, I will go down. No, I'm not going to say that. If,
He's going to say, I'm going to go down with the ship.
I'm not going to say that.
I'm sorry. Like, I love Jerry Jones. I think Jerry's hilarious.
Everybody does. Their ratings immediately go up.
I know. It's crazy.
I was going to say, I was super hyped to see Stephen Cooper get hired as a San Diego High head coach. That was really cool. I had a few interactions with him while his son was, in the football world and at a certain place that, I may or may not be. He's a cool dude. He was really cool. And it was funny. He told me a couple of Charger stories, which was cool. So I'm super excited for him. Good dude, knows what he's doing.
Real
the
quick.
kids always play hard and love him. So,
by the way, so last year, Dan may or may not have been at a place where I was at the same time that Stephen Cooper's son was at. Stephen Cooper comes up to me. He's like, Coach, so great to see you. Miss you so much. This, that. I'm like, I think you have the wrong brother. And he's like, oh, shoot, my bad. You guys look alike. I'm like, yeah, he's over there. He's like, oh, I'm going to go say hi to him.
I love that. Like, they were both really cool dudes. I was sad to see them go, but.
Yeah, they were awesome. He said,
folks, hell yeah. Thank you for the score update. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate everybody who's jumped in here. I think we have some Patriot fans that are in here as well. Thank you guys. I think Tony Reyes is a Patriot fan, so
hell yeah.
I think.
No worries. Hey, smash the like button. Help us out. Smash the like button. Leave a comment.
Yeah. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all you guys. You guys are the best for jumping in here. Guys, Dan is going to be on the road this weekend, but we will still do the pod.
Midnight pod on the East Coast, baby.
I know. We'll do the pod as soon as the game is once the game is over and Dan gets back to where he's staying, but we will be doing
quiet
a pod.
hours though. Hopefully I won't get raided and shot or taken somewhere else.
Okay, relax. But guys, don't worry, we will be doing a pod. Tony,
hell yeah.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Tony. I thought you were a Patriots fan.
Well, I will, Angel. I'll tell him right now.
Welcome, Tony. I think this is the first time we've seen you, but welcome to the pod. We appreciate you. First time I've seen you comment. So
at Two Below wants me in the back of the car again, so maybe I'll do that so I can scream a little bit.
Well, the cheese eating bastard was nervous. He thought you were being arrested.
No, never.
AKA Trumpet Manson's. Is that?
I think Trumpet, like the.
No, but I think that was.
Trumpet
yeah.
Man. Oh, the guy who does the charge. Yeah. I think so.
Oh, wow. Tony, welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Two Below. You understood that. I got mocked by the cheese eating bastard for opening the door and all this other stuff. So
Robert D's here.
Shout out Robert D.
Oh, Robert D.
Robert D.
You always try and get Dan in trouble.
Robert D. I saw a tweet that reminded me of you, but I can't say it. But it talks about the certain beverage you love drinking. Oh, really? Is that a spoiler?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sick.
Angie's also been a fan for a long time as well. All right, guys, we got to get going. But again, don't forget, we will be back Sunday after the game. Make sure you guys tune in, hopefully for your guys' sake, it's good news. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the best. Thank you to everybody who oh, wow, that's awesome, Tony. Definitely appreciate you jumping in here. Come back Sunday after the game. Well, hopefully, if they win, everybody's in a good
Or
mood.
if not, just come in and we'll shoot the shit and be pissed together. Who cares?
There you go. But again, appreciate everybody so much. You guys are the best. Dan, why don't you get us out of here?
Be a compa, tell a compa, and don't forget, just because it's a new year, you still will never find out why John Cena